would destroy the economies, so that it would cause a lot of separation, isolation, depression, confusion, all these different things, lack consciousness, a lot of people struggling with their, financial situation. And so it was created purposefully for that reason, and also to distract from what has been going on involving this deep state, that there is a series of international pedophilia networks that have been grooming our children. Some of this is very subliminal programming that you would find in even in cartoons and movies. So everything has been infiltrated, as I was saying earlier. So that includes Hollywood, that includes all these singers and actors that a lot of people have looked up to, and a lot of people have, in a sense, formed an identity around. And what's coming out now, a lot of you actually will be aware of what I'm talking about, because some of it's coming through, documentaries like Fall Cabal, or Out of the Shadows, or the Epstein documentary on Netflix. You see, these are all places you can start to do your own research, because it is important for each of us, when we come into this truth bomb, if you want to call it that, this revealing, this transparency, that we don't take it for face value. Don't just take my word for it. I'm just planting seeds. Now it's your job to go away with those seeds and do your own research. But perhaps that gives a bit of a rounded view of what's going on. There's this pedophilia network that no one wants to talk about, by the way. No one wants to draw attention to it. Even consciousness teachers don't want to talk about it.
Why is that, actually? I've asked myself.
Well, it's either because they're being censored, right? Because censorship is very heavy around this topic. In fact, several consciousness teachers and YouTubers, they've had, their videos removed if they've gone too deep or touched too much of a nerve with some of this. Other people, I feel, are afraid, because it is it's the elephant in the room that no one wants to quite address, including the mainstream media, because they are part of it too. So either they are afraid of the judgment that they're going to receive, or do consider that some of these people are invested in it in some way and part of it. Now I'm talking about people who are like, got a lot of reach and a lot of fame, mostly, because again, it's going back to this idea that this deep state has its hand in many different cookie jars, and so it's controlling a lot of the moving pieces in our world. And so that includes celebrity and Hollywood and the pharmaceutical industry. You see, there's many different pieces to the jigsaw, and today we wanted to just touch upon some of these so that you guys start to get orientated with what's really going on.
Absolutely. And I'm so grateful that you're coming on. I have to say, although I don't feel personally I have anything to lose, even being censored. But I did feel at one point, I want to be honest also with the people following me, that this, not because I don't believe in it, but because I know that to uncover truth can sometimes be very shocking to the system. For myself personally, as a mother as well, to really go into the atrocities that is happening to children all over the world, of abduction of children, extreme violence and torture to children. It's I'm so emotional just talking about it. That's why I'm looking at the sea, because it touches me deeply. Yet, yes, as a mother, I will not, and also as a spiritual leader of this movement, a wayshower, because I have understood who I am. I have understood my mission and why I'm here. I cannot sit back because of my children. I do not want my children to be manipulated nor basically have their freedom taken away from us. And there is one thing that I will add just to what you were actually already saying, and that is this very important thing that we all need to understand, that there is a law. I can't refer to one specific law. I haven't done that deep research, but I know that if you show what you're doing to the public, to the to with how can you say, with open eyes, if you show the public what you're doing, and this has also been written on documents. I'm referring to what the Illuminati, these pedophilia, you can confirm or if I'm mistaken, but as long as you show what you're doing, there's a consensus that it is by law okay to do it. Meaning, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So meaning
Yes,
that
but
all
it's
of these,
actually,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you can go further into it, but they're actually planting very, very horrific images and ideas through imagery. We all know how strong imagery and also subliminal messages. And as long as you're sharing your agenda openly, there is no, you will specify this probably for me also because I'm lacking the language, I can feel it, but there is no it's almost like then it's accepted. Is that it? Like then it's by law, if you're showing the public and doing it openly, there is a consensus that people are in on it because they have already seen it and they've already accepted it. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, there is a galactic codex, and
Yes, that's it.
part of this codex is basically what you're saying. So, these beings, they have been letting us know who they are for a long time through movies, through the movie, through the medium of entertainment, through the movie theater, through um, advertising, through every facet of society. They've been showing us. In fact, if you go and look at the Olympics in 2012, the opening ceremony, you will be very shocked.
Really?
because, yeah, because at one point they even have a helicopter doing an aerial view of the stadium, and it looks like the coronavirus. It's like these little red things coming out like this. It looks like one of the actual, the cells that they always show in,
Yeah.
all over the place. And then the actual performance itself are these children on